Spring cleaning. Or I'll clean up your van. Welcome to the second episode of Coffee with Damo. Today I'm going to be joined by Dave Cherry, or Cheza, or the Pale Orc.
I don't get it.
We're gonna make some coffees and we're gonna get to know Cheza a bit better. So stay tuned. What do you want me to make? What latte art do you want me to make?
Something I've not seen before, so I've seen the basics, hearts, flowers, all that stuff. Show me a swan. I need to be able to do a swan.
Swans are very difficult in takeaway cups because of their narrow inside area. But hey,
We'll give it a shot.
I'm meant to be an expert, so
I love how you're doubting yourself.
I'm not doing myself. It's gonna be awesome.
Hey, Neebs.
Any coffee got enough?
Nah, mate, we're doing coffee with Damo.
Two coffees. Oh, wouldn't have thought you were 43 years old. 44.
I hope we don't mess this up.
No pressure at all.
I mean,
The swan's been hit by a car.
this is what we call the swan with the broken neck.
Well, I never attempted a swan.
Well, these are the rules of the game. You should have thought about that.
Yeah, but we're driving standards, aren't we?
Right. You should really know what to do.
We're going to can't get it in the hole. Don't worry. I got it.
Oh, very natural. Oh, very a lot of froth in there.
Yeah.
Nah, it's good. It's good, man.
It's not too much frost. Bit nervous about this. That wee swirl.
Right, I'll let you move in so that Joe can see. If it's better than mine, it's actually going to be really depressive.
I've told you I've never made one before. So you go big, then small one side.
Yeah.
Swan that's been really hit by a car. Delete, delete, delete. And nailed it! Excellent work. Happy with that. Just perfect. Great work.
David, welcome to the show. I was going to start by introducing you, but I think we need to talk about the Crocs first. So, yeah, review of the Crocs, please.
Comfortable, practical, and if Crocs would like to send me a pair, I'm more than willing to receive them.
You look like you should be in a retirement home. Nothing to do with the facial side of things.
I was going to say.
Because you're actually a lot younger than you look.
Yeah, 42.
Oh, really? On my notes here, I've got you down as 23.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
23, but you look 42.
Yeah. I'm actually only 31.
Why are they
Believe
not
it
in
or
sport mode?
Well, when I actually leave, I'll just flick them four-wheel drive. I'm good to go.
Disgraceful. Okay, so...
They look so bad like that, don't they? Like, I'll just put them back to two-wheel drive.
Take them off. Just throw them away. Throw them away. I'm sure you've already got a chance to see it, but your latte art, what the hell happened there? You've had a coffee machine for like 5 years now. You buckled under pressure.
Yeah, no, what it was the beans were terrible.
Nothing to do with you frothing the milk too
The
much.
beans were awful.
No.
Nah, to be fair, I've got the Barista Express, and the wands, you get a lot of forgiveness in the wand. That one's quite powerful, just couldn't quite handle the power.
Yeah, it takes...
But then I did nail the swan on the second one.
It takes a certain kind of man to be able to handle that kind of power. Some people have it, some people don't.
Or some people just practice all the time.
So, other than Damo's coffee, because I know you get it off me constantly and you love it, Ruck Coffee, where would be the other best place to go for a coffee? In Edinburgh?
So I actually went to Artisan and Stockbridge. I do rate their coffee, and there's also a place next to it called Pastry Section or something like that. And
Never heard of it.
no, never heard of it. So I'm in Bergen, and Murray McCallum told me about it.
So you've never been?
No, never been.
Well, what do they do?
Apparently they have cakes there or something.
No coffee. Right, David, we'll get to know you a little bit better. So your kind of rugby background's probably been a wee bit different compared to the majority of the guys here. You're playing a bit in France and then down at London Scottish. Do you want to talk a little bit about your rugby background and kind of your school rugby and kind of how you found yourself to be at Edinburgh Rugby?
So I went to Merkston in Edinburgh, obviously a big rugby school. From there, I got sent to university by my mother in Newcastle, where I played for a club called Tynedale. Unbelievable club. It was like beers every week and a real social club. Loved it there. Then came back home, played for Curry for a year. I should have said I played for Accies actually when I was at school, which was under Ian Barnes, which was part of the making of me, I think, as a rugby player.
Quite a few Accies here.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, I went to Curry, and from Curry down to London Scottish for 3 years in London. And JD, obviously Scotland Forwards coach, was there, and he was like, "Oh, there's an opportunity in Nice in the south of France." So went out to the south of France. Little did I know it was League 5 or something like that. No touch judges. Rugby was old school, should we say? Did that for a year, and then came to Edinburgh and been here ever since.
So south of France, that's where you've got your permanent tan from.
Do you not think I look glowing?
I don't understand why people call you the pale orc if you've got that tan all the time.
Neither do I. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, pale orc. Do you know who that is?
No.
No. Okay. So since you left Nice and came to Edinburgh, how have you been enjoying your time here, and in particular, how have you been enjoying this season?
It's been hard work. This season has been a good bit of enjoyment, paralleled with the hard work, obviously. More player responsibility, and I think we're thriving as a team on the back of it.
Lovely, good stuff.
Yeah, that was quite.
Yeah, that was a very prompt, very quick answer. So, right. I asked Langer's list, so try and not give the same. It can be the same, but it just has to be really honest. Have a good think about it.
Cool.
Snog, marry, kill in the squad. Could be anyone. Ideally, you don't want to mention Stevie Laurie, because I know you and him have got a bit of a weird relationship. You and Kitty, Cal McRae, defence coach as well, are a bit close. So ideally, leave the coaches out of it. Let's just go players for now. Snog, marry, kill. Who are you going?
Snog, Damo.
Nice.
Marry Ben Velicott, so I look really tall and masculine, tall and masculine next to him. And kill Freddie Owsley to stop the spread of ringworm.
Nice, I like it. Freddie, is that Reek, you mean?
Yeah, Reek, sorry.
Reek. Okay.
People know him as Reek.
Interesting, because there's a rumour going about that you want to kill Adam McBurney.
No, he was next on my marry list, obviously.
Oh, right, wow.
It's Hutch that wants to kill him, right?
Right, I was going to say I've actually never roomed with forwards before, but I have. I used to room with Ali Miller quite a bit, but...
You roomed with me and Largs?
That was different. That was a training camp. You know what?
We bonded.
I don't even need to ask you who your favourite roomie was, because that was brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
So your favourite roomie is me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what did we do? We had like the V60 out.
V60 coffees every morning.
Yeah, we went putting in the room.
Putting when there was a slope in the room.
Yeah.
Bit of a left to right.
Yep. And you still couldn't get it in the cup.
Yep. And what else did we do? Great chat. Bedtime chats. Yeah, it was lovely.
Good. I loved it.
Okay, nice. So normally when you go on an away game, you walk straight into your room, 2 beds. Are you normally with someone in the squad? Like, are you the same
Actually,
person?
recently I've been with Maggie.
Maggie. And what when you walk in the room with him, do you beds together or leave them separate? Yeah,
we push them together. Yeah.
Nice. Right, that's a trend. Maggie, that's horrible. Nice.
Why, did you push them apart?
No, who does that?
Don't know, bizarre concept.
Yeah, really weird. So I'm aware that the hookers have got this weird. The hookers in the squad have this weird kind of group, you know, of all you guys and
called the hookers group.
Yeah, and Stevie Laurie, and it's quite. I feel like it's like a special group, and you guys are all very close and intimate. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that group and the banter that you guys have?
Yeah, so it's a hookers group with hookers in it, and we talk about hooker stuff.
No, you don't. It's embarrassing.
Well, Cookie's also in it, and he All we ask for is a dry towel for training, and we never get one.
And so you have competitions all the time.
No, so we have a competition on a captain's run day of who pays for the coffees.
Who's won the most?
Me, obviously.
Genuinely.
As per the Instagram video that was put on a while ago.
All right. Oh. And Harry Morris is just a new welcome addition to that group, I believe.
I thought it was a tight head. But
Well, I don't know. He put on 45 kilos in the space of 2 months.
yeah,
so
he fell into a wasp nest and got stung.
So yeah, that'll be good. A bit more competition in that hookers group.
Yeah, that'll be good.
We've got a lot of competition at hooker. There's yourself, Adam, Rambo. Oh no, who am I going to forget? Harry coming in through, Patrick Harrison, all really good players. If you had to say something about the other guys in the group, like, does that competition help you strive to make you a better player? Or?
Well, I think we've got the balance right of crack with each other in competitions. It doesn't really leave the training field, which is nice, and we can all have coffees together. So
Nice
I
one.
think we've got a good balance.
Who's your best friend in the whole wide world?
Can't comment. I've got some really close schoolmates, and then I've got some outside schoolmates. So I don't just rely on one.
No, you have to have one. You can't. This is a question. One best friend.
Olivia.
Fair. Damn, I didn't think about that.
Brownie points.
Yeah, nice. Well, I was actually the next question I was going to ask was about your kind of family, live. Like, do you want to talk a little bit about any siblings, what your parents do? You want to talk about live?
So parents from Edinburgh.
Nice.
Well, actually, they're not from Edinburgh, but they live in Edinburgh. Retired. Dad golfs twice a week and is still terrible at golf. He's actually had a hole-in-one, and he's got his golf ball. He got a hole-in-one, and it's the worst golf ball I've ever seen. But anyway, he's proud of that. Mum helps out with a bit of nursing stuff, and yeah, that's about it.
Nice one.
And got a sister who works at Bailey Gifford, and then my partner Olivia works for a company called Mondelez, so we get loads of chocolate deliveries all the time, which I never eat.
Of course.
That's why I'm shredded.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's from Manchester, so I go down there and see her family a bit. And her brother's just had a baby girl called Zara, actually.
Oh, congratulations. Awesome. So talk me through, like, day off, Wednesday day off, start to finish, what you doing?
I don't know what's the thing about getting a little bit older in the rugby sense, that I can't lie in anymore, so get up.
Get a little bit older, you mean being 25?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
First thing every morning, coffee.
That's Ruck coffee. Damo's coffee. Cameras.
Overpriced. Anyway. No, so I have my Ruck coffee every morning, and I'm a lot better than my latte art, to be fair, at home.
Clearly, yeah.
I was
disappointed.
disappointed. And then watch the news. Might go for a sauna. Usually I go to that artisan, and sometimes go to that pastry place where my friends get things and I never do. And then catch up in admin, to be honest. Try and do a bit of outside of rugby learning.
Nice one.
Yeah.
You've talked a little bit about your physique, about you being shredded and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit more about the physique and the physical side of you. So, when did you lose all your hair?
What?
Well, I remember.
What do you mean? I shaved it.
I've seen a picture of you many moons ago, and you had hair,
Right,
curly
okay.
hair.
So yeah, I had really thick hair when I was younger, and I was like, I did. You've seen it. Anyway, I thought I cannot lose my hair.
Thick like Chambers.
No comment. He needs to borrow my razor. Anyway, so I used to have really thick hair, and then probably when I was about 25, I noticed like a little penalty spot coming on. I was like, nah, it's definitely scrums causing it to fall out. Anyway, that penalty spot got bigger and bigger. And then somehow it appeared at the front, and I was like, oh no, it's time. And then actually it was Roy Sutherland in lockdown when we were training, just brought his clippers in one day, and I was like, just get it off. And not regretted it at all.
The rest is history.
The rest?
Desert Island 3 films.
Easy.
Ooh.
Oh, I've got a top 5, but the 3, I was thinking about this. Top Gun, Shawshank Redemption,
Nice.
and cliched but Gladiator.
Nice. Yeah, fair. I'm not sure about Top Gun, but the other
I
two.
also would like to have an honourable mention for Les Miserables.
Oh, bloody hell.
What? It's a good film.
No, it's not.
What's your top 3?
Shawshank.
So you're copying me, okay?
Shawshank's number one always. Dodgeball's 100% in there, and
What are the 3 Ds of dodgeball?
dive, duck, dip, dove, and dive. Dive, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Oh,
dive,
so it's your favourite film you don't know. All right.
dive, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Have you not dodged twice?
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Dodged. That's embarrassing. Still a good film. Great film.
Sounds it.
If you had to say, what fictional character do you reckon represents you better than anyone else?
Fictional.
So, for example, the Pale Orc, hypothetically.
Well, I was saying this to you the other day. I got a lot of, when I had a little bit of hair left, people thought I looked like Wolverine's
Boris.
Wolverine's brother. Well, I don't know his name. So you
Same
can look it up, and I did actually look a little bit like
Does
him.
he not have like really long hair?
No, sure.
But you no, someone like more like, okay, let's talk about personality.
Yeah.
Um,
Does it have to be fictional?
Yeah. Someone that doesn't exist.
Well, I understand what fictional is.
I couldn't really tell from the look of your eyes there. Langers don't know what it meant. Yeah, to me.
Really?
No. Shrek.
Well, you must be Lord Farquaad then. No, sorry, that's. I'm going to go with Dumbledore.
Why?
Wise. He's definitely balding under the hat.
Can we not just both agree that you're more likely to be Voldemort than Dumbledore?
What, a very powerful wizard.
A powerful bald wizard.
Why can't I explain myself as being Dumbledore?
Sorry.
Dumbledore, so.
Moving on.
No. Wise. Getting older in his current job, as Dumbledore is. And eventually he will die off, leaving behind something better. There you go.
Interesting. We actually didn't talk about, because I know you've got quite a few interests outside of rugby.
Yeah.
You're quite into your whiskey and you love blabbing on about crypto and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
which is just constantly diving downwards.
You've obviously not looked at the markets today.
Oh, right, okay. Well, talk to me a little bit about your passion for whiskey.
Probably stems from my father. Tried little bits of it and just kind of the taste grown on me, and I think it's learning to try different things and find the one that you really like. Got a friend who's big into whiskey and have started trying to invest in it and put finger in different pies, and I just find the story of whiskey and obviously being Scottish very interesting, and I like the heritage of it, and
Nice, man.
ultimately I just like drinking it.
Very nice.
You're not big on it.
I don't mind. I don't mind the stuff that's not peaty.
Yeah, I
the
agree.
peaty, the
Well,
peaty
yeah.
stuff just makes me feel sick.
You can only like what you like.
Yeah, very true.
That's the kind of thing that Dumbledore would say.
Very true. All right, coming up to the end of it, the end of our really nice conversation.
Yep.
Do you have a joke or a trick that you'd like to show me or tell me or anything?
Well, actually, I was making coffee this morning for the missus, and she said, "That coffee tastes like mud." And I said, "Well, it was only ground 2 minutes ago." Oh, I've got another one.
No,
I've got another one.
no second takes.
No, I've got another joke.
Is that allowed? All right.
Right. Where do birds get their coffee from?
Don't know.
Nescafe.
Oh dear.
Nailed it.
That's
I thought it was quite good.
Cool.
You know what? I made the effort to make them relevant
Yeah,
to the...
and the first one gave me a giggle, I guess. The second one was dreadful.
Can I say the people in the background were hysterically laughing at that joke? Just saying.
Okay, so moving on. Who is the most inspirational person to you in your life?
I think it's hard again to put it on like one person, but I had some coaches in my younger years at school, at Merkston in particular, and then probably them, because they kind of started the journey for me.
Yeah.
So I'll go with, there's a guy called Charles Swan at Merky who was like the old school, and he used to have this basketball. He had one pumped up and one flat, and he'd go on stage in front of the whole assembly and he'd be like talking about bounce back ability. It's very cliched, but and he'd hammer the flat ball into deck, and he'd be like, "This has got no bounce back ability," and I'd be like, "All right, you're right there." And then I get the other one that was full and obviously bouncing, so it kind of resonated about bounce back ability.
Because your head looked like a basketball.
I actually had hair then.
Nice, man. Okay, so last kind of question before we finish up. If you had a message for all our fans watching this, leading up into our next game, what would it be?
We love your support you've given us so far this season, and we look forward to hearing you again on Friday night, and hopefully we can get the win, which would be great.
Nice, man. Thank you very much for joining me, and it was a pleasure kind of chatting to you, man.
What do you mean, kind of?
You're saying some bad stuff, man. Nice. Cut.
Got a very powerful wand. I can't say that.